Hello everyone, welcome back to my craft room. Today I'm going to make another project using the Bird Ballad Designer Series paper. The other day I covered a copper tin, here it is, and I thought I would make some little cards to go inside, and some 3x3 cards should fit in there quite nicely. I've got one already cut out here. Yeah, they'll fit quite nicely. So let's get on and make the project. So I'm going to make two different sorts of cards. I've cut up into squares some of the designer series paper, and this one has got these feathers on one side and then the bird cages on the other, and I've cut them into squares 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and they will fit onto my 3x3 cards and just leave a little border all the way round. Now, to add a little bit of interest, let me get rid of the catalogue and all that together. I thought I would add some wink of Stella to the design, so I'm literally just going over the feathers with some wink of Stella, and this will just give a very, very subtle sparkly effect. I don't know that you can see that, but it's very, very subtle. And then I'm going to do the other side with the bird cages, and I'm going to do just exactly the same. Just go over. I'm not really colouring, I'm just sort of putting something on there of interest, that's all. Okay, so now I thought that from the colours these could be more feminine and these could be more masculine. So what I've done is I've punched out a 2 1/4 circle on with petal pink, and then a starburst in whisper white, and they will go over that one, and then the other one will just have a circle of whisper white, so it's less fussy. And I thought what I'll do is, let's start with this one. I'm going to stamp the leaves over my circle. Okay, lovely. Now I'm just going to clean my stamp, and I'm making 6 cards, but I'll just make 2 of them, one of each for the moment, and then shall show you the finished lot when they're done. Now on to this little circle, starburst circle, I thought I would stamp some flowers. This is part of the Bird Ballad, or Free as a Bird stamp set, and you can see there are several flowers on there. So that one. What I'm going to do is on all of the cards I'm going to just put a little hello. This is from this stamp set as well, look, just as hello. And I thought then these cards could either be gift cards or they could be a little card that you could attach to a gift that you're sending to somebody. So there we go, hello. Oh, I'll do 2 of them. Just set that aside for the moment, because what I need to do is I need to colour these 2 pieces. Oh, and I've managed to get ink on my thumb, so let me just give that a wipe. Knowing me, it will go all over everything. So we've got these 2. Let's put them around that way. So I'm going to colour these flowers in Calypso Coral watercolour pencil. And then using my blender pen, excuse me, I'm just going to pull that colour out, make very faintly colour in those flowers. There we go. So I will do 3 of those, but I thought I'd just show you the one for the moment. Now on this little piece of designer series paper, there's some green. I didn't think the more manly ones would want Flirty Flamingo, so I think I'm going to use green on these leaves. Yeah. And again, bring in my blender pen. Okay. So now we're ready to put our card together. So let me just, so this is our little piece of DSP, designer series paper, that's going to go on here. can't really see it, but I can. That's got some, just a little bit of shimmer to it now. So we'll put this on here. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some snail to attach the circle to the middle of my card. And then that's going to sit on there. I won't use snail for that because I find that if you're too heavy-handed with liquid glue on Whisper White, it doesn't show through, but it kind of you can almost see where the glue's been. So I prefer not to do it. So I'm going to use some snail adhesive. I'm just going to pop that on there. Like so. And then that one's here. And then this one will go on top of the feathers. Do you think that needs something round the edge of it a bit? I think it does. I'm going to see if I can find a piece of old olive cardstock. Bear with me a minute. Now, this is going to be the same size circle, isn't it? So all I'm going to do, I think, is just put it like so. And then does that? Yeah, so I'll do 2 of those. Just to kind of give it a bit of a shadow, because it kind of gets lost, I think, with the feathers. That there like that. So makes it not less like a circle, but at least that just shows it up a little bit. And then I'm going to put this on with, because this is now quite thick and heavy, I'm going to use liquid glue and pop that in the middle of my card. Just holding it there to make sure it's stuck. Right. Now let's get on with our little sentiment. This is the it's a label punch. I can't remember the proper name. It was a label punch, but I use it an awful lot, and it's really good for when you just got a little sentiment like this one. to do is that's going to go across there, and I will put that on with some little mini dimensionals. Oops. Oh, that's good, it didn't fall onto the gluey side. Right, need to make sure I try and get that level. There we go. So that's one card made, and then this is going to go on here, and I thought what I would do is, just to make it a little bit more feminine, I would put some twine on, or shall I put some lace on? How about we put some lace? That would look nice. Let's put a little bit of lace. So it doesn't need to be an awful lot, so just about, let's do 2.5, I think. I need my nice sharp scissors for this. Oops. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some tearing tape on here to attach my bit of lace. So down there. As is always the way when you're filming, the back never wants to come off. Right, so let's make sure I've got it the right way around. Now underneath here I've got a silicone mat, essential for when you're gluing stuff that's got little holes in it. So let's put that on there like that. That'll do. Good. Now I can put some dimensionals on the back, and I've got a sea of scissors. Alright, so okay. Oops. Oh, excuse me. And then that's just going to go across there. And we could put some pearls on, couldn't we? If I could find them on my desk, which at the moment seem to have gone walkabout. You should see the outside of my desk. It is a real mess, but there we go. That's the way of crafting. Shows you've been having a lot of fun, I think. Here we go. Here's my pearls. So let's get something to... We'll just use a little one, I think. And we'll put one that side. And one that side. There we go. So there we go. I've now got two cards that will fit into the tin. Oh, I didn't show you, but Stampin' Up do little 3x3 envelopes, and they will just fit into there nicely. Okay, so I will finish off the rest of these cards, and then I will take a picture and I will pop them on my blog so you can see the end result. Thank you very much for watching today. I will put the details of everything I've used on my blog post, and I'll put a link to that blog post down below. Thank you. Bye.